This is Nick with Bill Brothers Roofing. Started my digital inspection at 5862 Winchester Street on top of an architectural shingle roof. Doing this inspection because the property owner is looking to add solar panels on the roof. They are going with power solar, and they are under the impression that they need a whole new roof. So, you know, right out the bat, getting on the roof is aged, but it definitely has some life left in it. You know, we're starting to see some granule loss on this roof. You can see some of that fiberglass start to show through. That gives it that shine. Some of the granules are starting to deplete from the shingle itself, just because of the fact that as the shingle product ages, the oils start to evaporate, and it allows those granules to kind of fall off whenever it rains. But again, there definitely is some life left on this roof. Now, this roof is on its second layer. We can see the original layer right there. So this roof is on its second layer, and there is going to be wood repair that comes from this project if the homeowner is looking to redo the whole roof. So we can see how a lot of this wood is damaged. You can see how soft all that is. A lot of termite damage just from the moisture accumulating over the years. And then you can also see how soft this shadow board is. So one thing I mentioned to the homeowner is we do have shadow board throughout. You have the fascia board, and then this is the shadow board. Drip edge went right on top of it. What I suggest doing is, if we're going to go ahead and redo this roof, we're going to get rid of that shadow board. So a lot of it's going to need to be replaced anyway. No point in replacing it. We'll just get rid of it. Then we can just add the new drip edge to go right over the fascia itself. The homeowner is looking to replace all the fascia board. Now, there will be a good amount of wood that needs to be replaced. It's not 100% certain that all the board is going to need to be replaced. We can see that we do have some watermarks coming around in these corners, which is typically where a lot of the bad wood needs to be replaced anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, I'll price them out on a full replacement of the wood, but I also let her know that our guys like to you know, obviously check the wood first to make sure that it needs to be replaced, and if it doesn't, they can go ahead and keep it. We can see that a lot of the penetrations are going to need to be, or all the penetrations are going to need to be reflashed. The mastic that was used to seal off the majority of these vents is starting to wear through. Oils have evaporated. Water and moisture is going to be getting down these vents every time it rains. So we'll go ahead and reflash all these. And then again, because there are two layers, we're going to have to do a full tear off on this. So we're tearing this thing down to the wood decking so that we can address any kind of bad wood that is underneath this roof. We want to make sure that any bad wood is replaced. This property owner has owned this property for a few years now, and they want to make sure that they're doing it right. So once we go ahead and tear this off to the decking, we're going to add a layer of synthetic underlayment. We are an Owens Corning preferred contractor. That synthetic underlayment is part of the Owens Corning roofing system, which means that this roof will come with a 50-year warranty from Owens Corning to go along with a 10-year workmanship warranty from us. Once that underlayment and everything is starting to be installed, new drip edge is installed, starter shingle goes along the entire perimeter of the roof. We then go ahead and reflash each and every one of these penetrations, and then we'll paint them to match whatever color shingle the property owner ends up going with. But you know, to wrap up this inspection video, this roof does have some life left in it. I'm always going to suggest re-roofing if you do put solar panels on the roof, especially if you have, you know, 5-10 years left. You want to make sure this gets done so that you're not having to pay somebody to remove and reinstall the solar panels when it is time to redo the roof. But then also, you know, as a property owner, you want to make sure you're keeping your home up to date. Seeing as how this is the second layer of shingle on this roof, they want to make sure that this home is done right. So again, has some life left in it. It'll last a few more years, but they want to be proactive, which I definitely understand. That's it for my inspection.